What's up, everybody? My name is Justin Alphabet. This is Life Knowledge. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe down below. Today, we're going to be talking about embracing negative emotion. Thank you guys for watching today. Watch to the end so that you can learn everything you need to. Today, we're going to be talking about negative emotions and embracing them, why they're a good thing. There are both positive emotions and negative emotions, as we know. And this is the yin yang symbol. You can see that there's, both light emotions and dark emotions, and positive emotions and negative emotions. And each of them have their purpose and their place because we feel them. They all have a reason, And emotions are a signal. The reason we feel positive emotions, it's a signal that something good is happening. The reason why we have negative emotions is a signal that something bad is happening. But sometimes our emotions can trick us. Sometimes we don't fully understand or think about our emotions or understand what we feel. So by learning about some tips and tricks in embracing your negative emotions, you'll be able to fully understand them more. So I'm going to give you an example of a negative emotion that you can use to start embracing your negative emotions. So with anger, we have a negative emotion in anger. A lot of people don't like to feel angry. A lot of people don't like to embrace that emotion or be in that mind space of negativity. They don't like to feel out of control. And it's easy to feel out of control if you don't understand your anger. It's easy to have, it's kind of like a volcano, like anger is. And a lot of times people like push down their anger and hold off their anger so they don't have to feel it. They hold it back and they hold it back and they hold it back until it explodes. And this is a way that you can make sure that your volcano is maintained instead of all just building up until you can't take it anymore and having it explode. The way that you do that is through extracurricular activities that release anger. There are lots of different ways that you can release your anger, like journaling. You can write down all your feelings. You can talk to a therapist or a friend and let your feelings out that way through verbal speech. You can exercise and let it out through sweating. That's how I do it personally, is I think about all the negativity. I think about all of the hurt, the pain, the anger, the betrayal, the fear, whatever it is, and I either write it down or I sweat it out or I speak it out so that it's not inside of me, right? It lets out that pressure. And that's why people like to vent. They're venting out their volcano, right? They're venting out their negative emotion. But something that's difficult about that, and something that's a little bit scary about that, first off, is you don't want to really vent to the people around you, like your friends, because when you vent, you're letting those negative emotions out and you're giving them to somebody else. You're putting trash in their life, right? When you pay somebody, like a therapist, it's fine because you're paying them to take out your trash, right? And they probably have their own therapist to let out, their negative emotions or whatever, or they have healthy coping mechanisms. When you write them down, it doesn't hurt anybody. When you speak them out, when you're alone, it doesn't hurt anybody. And just talking to yourself. That's why they say that people that talk to themselves are very intelligent. It's because they've figured out a way to let out their negative emotions without damaging other people around them. And by exercising too, you can think those negative thoughts and put those negative emotions into your muscles as you're like pushing weight around, pushing the bar, doing squats, deadlifts, all kinds of things. And so it can help you release that negative energy. Running is a great one, swimming, just thinking about, the negative things until you tire it out, till you release all that pent up energy and all that negativity. And that's how you can embrace your negative emotions, is you can use that as a fuel to, because one, if you think about it, like you could do something bad with that negative emotion, right? There's two choices. There's always a choice. You can, one, act out your negative feelings and negative emotions and hurt people, or you can also use those negative emotions and help people. And the way that you can help people is, one, when you're journaling that down, you're letting out your feelings in a positive way. to maybe help somebody else. Like say like I was feeling this way, and then you can help someone else by saying like it's okay to feel this way. This is how I felt when I was journaling these things down, and sharing that with somebody. Sometimes those things are private as well, and you don't want to share them, but that's fine too. Relating with people, there is a certain level of venting that's okay in a friend to friend relationship where someone can relate to you. Maybe they're going through the same problem or a similar problem. You guys can relate to each other and have like a beneficial, bonding moment of the negative energy and negative things that you're going through, right? But don't stay stuck in that forever, because sometimes you could let go of that anger and the other person will stay in that anger, and then they'll be holding you back. So sometimes that's not a good idea. Everybody has to release their negative energy in different ways. Through the gym is a very good one, because you're growing yourself. You're using that negative energy and turning it into a positive energy, where you're leveling yourself up. You're growing yourself in a physical way, which is going to help you help other people. So you can turn the negative into a positive. And that's how you embrace those negative emotions, by feeling the feelings that you have to feel, feeling that anger and that pain and that fear, instead of suppressing it and holding it down. Let yourself feel those negative emotions. Let yourself cry. Let yourself feel sad for a little bit, and feel it, because if you don't, it's just going to keep building up. And that's even worse. It's like kicking a can down the road is what they call it. And that's never a good idea. You don't want to do that, because if you're just if you're just procrastinating feeling your feelings, then that volcano is gonna explode, and you won't have control of when or where it happens. And you could hurt people that you care about. You could hurt innocents. You could hurt civilians. Whatever. Like, you never know what could happen. So regulating and controlling your anger and your fear and your hurt and your pain and all of your negative emotions will make you a stronger and healthier person, so that you don't have to hurt other people. It's important. So which one, I want you to decide which one you're going to try out this week. Are you going to journal? Are you going to go see a therapist? Or are you going to work out? Those are 3 you can try right now. I have lots more in other videos that you guys can check out. Lots more ideas on how to regulate your negative emotions and regulate how you feel and embrace your negative emotions. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you have the day you deserve, and let's level up.